Jordan Love is a guy to you off of 8 games, but Dak is not a guy.
I wouldn't have gave Jordan Love everything.
No. But TG, you weren't on this call earlier. We was having this convo about if the Steelers had to choose next year between drafting a quarterback or going to pay Dak Prescott if the Cowboys allowed him to walk, which one would you do? I was leaning on going to get Dak because I'm saying, man, this is already proven. It's proven. It's going to cost, but it's proven. He throws for $4K and he throws 40 tutties a year.
55, 60 million.
It's proven, but that's the market.
I can't do it.
But that's when I'm looking at what Tua, when I look at Trevor Lawrence, when I look at all these quarterbacks and what they're making, I'm telling myself, I know this is proven, but the option is, would you go get something in the draft? So when he says that Jordan Love, he said Shador of all names. So he said. So what's
Green Bay? Or
he's saying for us in Pittsburgh. He's saying,
I'd rather take a risk of drafting a guy because
than us going to get Dak.
I'm not against Dak, but I'm not going to pay Dak $60 million. I'd pay Dak what like Baker's getting, like 35 or something, like average money. But he's not going to take that because I think that's what Dak's worth to me.
I think you always gotta go with the proven factor, you know what I mean? Because it's proven, like you've seen it, you know what it is, you know what that is. You know?
I said, but we just drafted a quarterback in the first round 2 years ago. We've done this part of the experiment where it doesn't work. But Justin Fields the first rounder. He's here right now. Yeah,
I think that. And you saying Shador, I don't know if we're just talking about him specifically.
Hey, just drafting a quarterback.
Yeah, there's whoever.
Because I'm like, that Shador is gonna be a loud movie too. Like that's gonna be a lot. Yeah,
I think he's the only quarterback that I know in this upcoming draft. Yeah. I guess him and Carson Beck from Georgia.
That boy Carson Beck, that's Shador.
Shador is an IMAX. That's IMAX, Dolby Digital, any surround. Yeah,
that might be louder than Caleb type.
All right, like, that's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. You know his daddy is too, right?
Yeah,
we've seen this story. We've seen this story playing for a while now. Hey,
you see, Pop's like, we're choosing our team. We're going to. Like,
listen, they said they were talking today. They said, could it be a scenario where Primetime goes and coaches the Cowboys if they are bad enough to get Shador in the first? I was ooh, this is crazy. That's how they talk about the Shador vibe, bro. So yeah, that's gonna be loud.
I'd take my chance drafting him over bringing him to Dak.
That's tough to me, but I get what you're
because
saying.
I don't think Dak's a guy. I think he's capped. Like we know what he is.
But I think
he's capped as a 4,040 touchdown dude, though.
I was gonna say Dak's just been a Cowboy
and one playoff.
That's
what 2 playoff.
And the Cowboys are very loud also.
Dak's an elite. Dak's a really good quarterback. Bro.
See, he don't like when I say that though. He not hearing that. I've been saying that. He's like, nah.
I want a guy that can elevate
a
team and go toe to toe with some of these other AFC quarterbacks. I don't think Dak can do that.
Man, Dak's just a quarterback, so you know.
This is crazy, bro.
You know him for that. Like, but Dak's a guy. You know what I mean? Like, Dak's not ain't nothing to be played with.
That's why I'm like, yo, Dak, he low key nice.
For $60 million?
He just hasn't won the Super Bowl or had the moment that run just yet. But it's like, yo, every year, the prerequisite to the postseason, he's dominating that stuff.
Man, you got to think them boys was number one in everything last year, wasn't it?
Come on, bro, yeah.
Like, for a lot of quarterbacks, it's like, oh, yeah, that's like,
and then Jordan Love dismantled.
But think about this, though. You lose to Jordan Love. You said Jordan Love is nice, though, right?
Yeah.
So that's an indictment on Dak because Jordan Love is nice?
If Justin Fields does what Dak did last year,
no, not necessarily. Like it's just Dak is what he is. To me, like I think Jordan Love's better.
If Justin Fields does what Dak did last year, Justin Fields will break the bank this summer.
That's a fact. He would get 60 somewhere if he gave us a year that Dak just gave you last year. For a fact, he would. Yeah.
Yeah. They want to try to.
Hold on. But time out. If that did happen, Deke, would you pay Fields $60 million?
Oh man.
If Fields gave you a Russ type season,
would you give him 60? You're telling me the playoffs go like the playoffs went for Dak?
Yeah, it's a Dak type season. Excuse me, I said Russ. I mean, it's a Dak season. It's Dak. Dak was an MVP finalist and he lost in the first round, but he lost to Jordan Love though. So hey, you lose to Josh Allen. All right, cool.
That's tough, man. That's tough. Maybe you do just because you think Fields has more of a ceiling here. Like there's still more out there with Fields, and the conversation goes hand in hand with like a guy like Trevor Lawrence or even like a Jordan Love. Like there's still so much more left out there. Dak
has already proven so much more too, though.
It's over.
Dak has already done this a couple times now.
He's on the back end.
The back.
It's done with him.
He's on the back end.
He's not getting any better.
Oh,
he's capped.
man, this
we know
hurts
what Dak
me,
is.
man.
We know what Dak is. We know what a 2 is.
This
That's
hurts,
it.
man.
They're capped. And that's
I
fine.
wouldn't
They can
say
be good
that.
quarterbacks.
Two-
They're like
two-
Alex Smith.
Bro, no. I feel like two. So
I'll give you Dak over an Alex Smith. I'll give you that, but it's all in the same boat to me. And then if you're paying a Dak like $60 million, it's just crazy.
that's
TG, you don't have Dak and Kirk Cousins in the same boat.
They kind of in the same boat to me though. Like
So that's what I'm saying. I don't
Okay.
want to be paying that dude 45
But
plus,
I don't
50
know.
plus.
I think it's time in the situations too. You know what I mean? Like I think it's time in the situations. Like I think Dak's floor is like that 40, 50 minutes. Like Dak's floor.
And that's
Yeah.
I get that. That's what the market is. I get that. I
Like,
just don't
that's
want to be
his
paying
floor.
that.
But that's his talent too. He's produced
I'm
consistently
fine with
enough that
I
that's
take
that.
Dak over Kirk Cousins. I'm not gonna lie to you. I
would too.
take Dak over Kirk, and I know that sounds
I probably
crazy,
would too, but it's the same
I
thing.
think Dak can move a little more. I just think Dak's a cowboy, and your expectations is so high for that. You know, but Dak can move. Dak makes good throws. Dak makes good reads. Dak knows how to.
Dak
Dak's
is a nice quarterback in the
Yeah.
National Football League, bro.
Like
It's
Dak's
like,
above a game manager.
yes,
Like,
bro. I'm
I
like,
take
y'all
Dak
playing
over
with
Purdy.
Dak, bro.
I take Dak over a lot of people. I
Yo,
take
really
Dak
playing
over
with
Purdy.
Dak, bro. Like, Dak, nice,
Minnesota
bro.
would love to have Dak.
Come
right now.
on, bro. What?
Man, like Minnesota get that, they be like, yeah, we got what we was looking for.
For how
Like,
much? That's the
take
question. For how much?
JJ and all this other stuff.
But that's
Like,
that's what the market is for them type of dudes. The market for those type of guys is very high in 50s, flirting with 60.
I don't think they're getting me to my end goal though, so that's why I just don't want to waste my time.
But if you don't waste your time with that, who is getting you closer to your end goal?
I gotta take chances.
So you do Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, you
And
gotta
the odds are that,
draft,
and let's be
trade, I
real
don't
though.
know.
But let's be real.
You
The
gotta
odds
figure it
are.
out.
But what are the odds that you're ever going to actually get to Dak's level? The NFL shows you statistically that you're more likely drafting quarterbacks, trading for quarterbacks to get Kenny Pickett over and over and over than you are to get Dak Prescott. If that's the case, the Cleveland Browns would have been hit the lottery. Let's be real. It took Buffalo how many years to go from Jim Kelly to who? Josh Allen, right? If it's so easy to just draft them, I was up there in Buffalo. We paid Fitzpatrick. We drafted EJ Manuel, right?
It's tough.
Trent Edwards was there before that as a former first-round quarterback as well.
I feel that.
Like, we can start going. Mitch Trubisky, Justin Fields, and Kenny Pickett are all three former first-round quarterbacks, right? And all three of these dudes are on very different teams within 5 years of them being drafted in the National Football League. And you're telling me that you would rather go and play that game than going to pay for somebody?
Even to the point,
I think that's crazy,
I gotta try to
bro.
find the guy.
I think that's crazy.
I gotta find the guy.
What's San Fran? What's Trey name?
Trey Lance. Trey Lance, they was like, oh, I found what I needed, bro. Get up.
They thought Trey Lance was going to be the game.
They gave everything up for that one, remember?
They gave
everything for that.
I feel
Listen,
that.
all
That's
the things
dangerous
you
game.
just said there is why I was telling Steeler Nation not to take Big Ben for granted while he was here.
Fair. So
Okay.
now that we're
I'm
past
starting-
that, though,
I know. I'm starting to realize life without it. Without a franchise guy like that.
so now you gonna repeat that same? That's what I'm asking.
I gotta find the guy again. I gotta find the guy.
Man, bro.
And I don't think Dak's the guy. Dak's good, but I don't think he's getting me to a Super Bowl. I don't think he's winning a Super Bowl. I don't think he's worth the $60 million.
I just think, bro, we would be in for a long, dark, tough time, bro. It's a long, dark, tough time.
I think the
Russ might be fine.
much as-
You
That's
see
the
what
thing, though.
Cleveland look like, bro?
We might have our answer this year with Russ and Fields.
Bro,
one
I
of
think
them
the
two.
I think the part you don't see out of that, like, I feel you take the chance, but you don't know. Like, a lot of people got fired over that Trey Lance.
Seriously, bro. Coaches gonna get got. GMs getting got, bro.
Like, it's somebody that deals with that Kenny Pickett. They still kind of like, hey, chill. You don't talk on this.
Well, that's
bro,
me.
like that.
You know
think
it's
Kenny-
somebody back there like that.
I
You
think
vouch
Kenny's
for that
still
man.
good.
You vouch for him. I don't want to hear you
Yeah,
say
but you
nothing.
gotta
That
wear
was your
that.
man's. Yeah.
When you do that, you gotta wear that. Like,
Yeah.
you know? Like,
Think
Those
about it.
don't
If you
be-
drafted Zach Wilson, if you drafted Sam Darnold, if you brought in Josh Rosen, right? Like, man, you bring it, it's like, hey, man, no. You're not gonna stay here. Somebody's gonna go with this. Somebody was a part of this deal.
something
You're
has to
getting
happen for
something,
this.
yeah.
Like, yo, what'd you do? You know what I mean? Like, wait, what'd you do? Like, why'd you verify this that hard? Like you told me
because
this
he plays quarterback and everybody goes crazy on the optimism that one of these guys might magically turn into it. But it's like, bro, if your guy turns into Dak, you have hit it. This is great. If you ever ascend to Big Ben, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, bro, you have hit the lottery. But the amount of teams that have done that, man, let's be real.
I'll pay him $35 million. I'm willing to pay him. That could be a Steeler.
You're trying to
$35
lowball him on top of that. So
I think that's a fair market. If Baker's getting 35, I think that's fair.
I think Dak could say, "I'm gonna go to Cleveland and I'll show you what's up."
I'll give him a little bit more. Maybe 40. I think he's a little better than Baker.
Deke. So my question is this: if Dak was on the Browns right now, what are the Browns?
What are they?
Yeah, with their roster right now, if Dak Prescott was over there,
I don't know. Flacco played pretty good for them last year. Like if you're getting that play, type of play, I don't know if they're doing much better than what they did last year. Maybe one extra win.
All right.
The Browns also got a disappointing playoff loss, so that's on par for a Dak season.
I think if Dak Prescott was,
you're probably getting what you got last year.
If Dak was with Cleveland, I think Cleveland is viewed very differently, bro. That's all.
I think they have a similar season.
We can agree to disagree.
Yeah.